time destinations within the city of Tacloban. All our destinations are within the town of Palo. I believe it's everyone's first time. Tama po ba? Or majority of us? Can you have show of hands?
First time.
Para sa mga first time. First time with the city of Tacloban? Yes, alright. So, first time then?
First time.
First time mo
Okay,
lang.
well, so, almost, how many? Can I see, show of hands again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most of the group, first time in the city of Tacloban. Alright, since, Katji Manta, is it okay with you na mag-Bisaya ta? Or would you want to?
Okay lang, Bisaya.
Bisaya ta. Sige.
Cebuano. Cebuano.
Alright.
Waray nun.
Yes, maging agaw ra ang mga taga Cebu kang sa Eastern Visayas. Well, nagpaabot ta for the rest of the group to move forward with our itinerary for this morning. Let me first give you a quick reminders for our safety as we move along with our itinerary. Number one, regarding the weather, we have a heat wave warning. Again, we have a heat wave warning for the city of Tacloban. Like the rest of the Philippines, Eastern Visayas is currently experiencing a series of heat waves, and temperature is forecasted to rise up to 36 degrees Celsius, which feels like 45 degrees Celsius because of our 80% level of humidity here in Eastern Visayas. Huwag po kayo mag-alala, talagang humid po dito sa Eastern Visayas, kaya naanata sa easternmost part, doon na sa Pacific Ocean. Also, in connection with our weather, we have a 60 to 90% chance of rain, especially towards sa Udto, around 12 noon, natay 90% chance of rain, pero hopefully makabalik na ta sa ato hotel before ta landing Memorial National Park, again in the town of Palo. Next, we'll be rolling through the Metropolitan Cathedral of Our Lord's Transfiguration. This is the seat of the Archdiocese of Palo, the biggest archdiocese or the biggest Roman Catholic congregation here in Eastern Visayas. And we will stop at the St. Roque Chaplaincy within the Archbishop's Palace for our opening mass of the TGFED National Convention. After that, as we move back to the hotel, we'll be rolling also with the new provincial government complex of the province of Leyte. All throughout, we're expected to run for a maximum of 3 hours tour. Okay din nata?
Yes.
Are we okay?
Yes.
Matuluya pa man ang energy. Nangaangatanan? Sige daw, can I have a show of claps? Busy 3 claps for welcome to Tacloban City. It's together, 1, 2, 3. Alright. As we're moving out of the Robinson's Falls complex, let me introduce with you the city of Tacloban, beginning with the beginnings of the origins of the name of the city of Tacloban. For this, we'll have our activity. Choose a partner. Everyone, choose a partner. Partner, tap. Because the early ancestors, the early settlers of the place which would eventually become the city of Tacloban, our ancestors here, they are predominantly fisher folks, mga isda. And the primary method of catching, the ancestral method of catching of fish in this location is the process of pagtaklo. Imagine niyo ang basket like this one.
Bubo.
Sige, you follow after me, everyone. This one is the basket. Now, the traditional artisan handicraft used for fishing in the pagtaklo method is similar to a basket but reversed. So, ang ilang buhaton, like the basket, you do like that. To catch, pagtaklo, the fish, the crabs, and the shrimps, which are abundant in the waters in the Bay Area of this location, which will eventually become Tacloban. That is the first theory, plausible.
Yes.
The second one is now connected with our recent history, which is Super Typhoon Yolanda. Let me move back here so that everyone can madungog po. Alright, the second theory is related to our recent history, which is Super Typhoon Yolanda. According to historical records, as presented by Professor George Gorinaga, ang Tacloban, location ni siya na naa sa Typhoon Highway even prior to the arrival of the Spaniards. Now, being a location in the Typhoon Highway, according to historical records, every 100 years na ay kakusgan na bagyo nga musod diri sa Tacloban, which will eventually cover everything with the process of the storm surge. The dagat will cover everything, which the locals or our ancestors called Tarakloban. Repeat after me, everyone. Tarakloban. Now, because of the word Tarakloban, all throughout the years, ma-shorten na siya, ma-conjugate siya, mahimo siya Tacloban. And this one now is the more accepted theory of the origins of the name of Tacloban. Ang itoang storya is that na magoy language gap no between the Spaniards who first came to this location where the settlers are already located and living their everyday life. Pag-abot sa mga Spaniards, namutana sila in Spanish, what's the name of the place? And because of the language gap, dili makaintindi ang mga locals kung unsay question nila. So ang ilang gitubag, mao na siya. Ang first daw nga gitubag is that kaya o siya nagipangutanan ng isda man. So ang iyang gitubag, ang iyang una-una, ang ipangutanan niya nagunsa ka. So ang iyang gitubag nagtaklog ko. So nisuod ang name nga Taklog. Then ang second, ipangutanan siya unsay name sa place. Ang iyang pakaintindi now is that kung unsay common na story of the place, which is that it is called Tarakloban because every 100 years, our ancestors through oral narratives would always take note that every 100 years will be visited by a storm surge or a strong typhoon na naikauban na storm surge which will eventually cover, the sea will eventually cover everything with the dagat, which is why it's called Tarakloban. Again, repeat after me, everyone. Tarakloban. Now, Super Typhoon Yolanda is part of this history because in our oral narratives, our great-great-grandparents, they have that passed on to them by their grandparents as well. Na pagtigaman mo kay kani siya na lugar, always di siya na ay bagyo nga musod nga musaka ang dagat. In our language, we call it dulok. We have a word for it, meaning in language analytics, it means that it's really part of our lives already because we have a local word for it. Again, repeat after me, everyone. That's dulok. Dulok. D-U-L-O-K. Dulok.
Okay, dulok.
Dulok. Repeat after me, everyone. Dulok. Dulok. Yes, sir. Dulok.
Ayaw magkasayop man.
Bagis. Bagis? Masay bagis, sir?
Same na sa iso.
Isos. Bagis, bagsik. Oh, that's nice. Bagsik, suko. Suko!
Millennial bedi siya. Ha,
Suko.
ayaw ko.
Sorry. Okay, bagsik, suko, isok, maldita. So, sure na dyan, mami, so na to, maldita. Isogra. Sige, isok dyan. Gahi, manggod. But do you know, for us in Waray, it's the other way around. Kung sa ato mga ikagaw from Region 6, baliktad sa ilaha, lambing ang language. But kung masuko na sila,
Lambing ang gihapon.
lambing gihapon. For us here in Eastern Visayas, pag kusog na siya,
Strong.
pag strong na siya, that's the lambing for us. Yes, because that means that we care. We will put emphasis because we care. Sample. Sige. Haroy nga na pinasaway ka na liwat.
Oh, ikaw.
Haroy nga na pinasaway ka na liwat.
Ayaw pagkiat-kiat niya kay.
Correct.
Diba?
Diba, we would always be told by our parents na kung gisaway ta sa atong parents, that is because they care for us. That's the same with us. If we put emphasis on something, we will put the strong stress or the strong intonation in the language. That is because we care.
Ay, ako abi niya. Ilongga.
Pag masuko namin, that's the time na mo-tone down siya, mo-soften siya. That's why we warn, ladies, gentlemen, kung ang inyong ka-istorya nga waray, mag-tone down na gani, lahi na siya.
Okay, can you please turn down? Sige.
Mana, Jenny.
Saan ka naman siya?
Jenny.
Uy.
Aro.
Alright. And we have just arrived, ladies and gentlemen, at MacArthur Landing Memorial National Park. We will suspend our introduction.
MacArthur landed in Leyte. Diri sa Tacloban.
Everyone, let me direct your attention, everyone. We shall face now the dagat sa... Dili mo, sir. Dili sa front. Dili mo, sir. Dili mo, ma'am. Sige, front mo, ma'am.
Ay, dili na lang siguro bigay.
Alright.
Mas bugnaw dili kapita.
Or ang dagat sa Leyte. Again, this is the body of water called Leyte Gulf. For this part of our activity, we'll face together with our partner holding hands. Let's close our eyes. Close your eyes, everyone.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
You to the actual landing site of General Douglas MacArthur. This is the coastline is called Red Beach. Again, that's a military code called. Now, kanalita dito what happened on September 7, 1941, the bombing of Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. The first major importance of this location. Because of this location, the promise was fulfilled, the promise of General Douglas. During that time, it would be more strategic for them to come back to the island of Formosa. What's the island of Formosa in modern day?
Taiwan.
Correct.
Dapat 19 ta.
Selfie na na. Hindi, 19 lagi kay Japil, lima pita sila wa pamabot.
Oh, 15 naman ta.
Arlene?
Masig tang buhay ng kanila tay.
With the discussion? Continue ta?
Yes.
Kung continue, let's kiss. Would you want on board? Let me ask first before we proceed. On board, would you want with the lapel or without the lapel? With the lapel.
Bungulme.
Alright. October 19, balik na October 19, 1944, ang Horizon na puno na siya, naka-anchor na tanan ng mga barko, pero October 22 PM pa sila ng naog. By October 20, makita sila. Makita sila, but as I've mentioned earlier, sir, most of the Japanese forces, diri na part, na naman sila sa mainland, wala man diri, clear man ni siya. That's why, even kung makita sila, layo man ang mga Japanese. So, by October 22 PM, nakaland na si General Douglas MacArthur. Then they have first recaptured the town of Palo. That's October 20 and October 21. But the Battle of Leyte Gulf, ang kana siya diha, ang second most important na natabuan in a location is the Battle of Leyte Gulf. The Battle of Leyte Gulf is the most pivotal and the bloodiest naval battle in the history of World War II sa tibuok. Between October 23 and October 26 of 1944, diri halos mahurot tanan ng mga Japanese forces nga naa diri sa Pilipinas. Why? Because, di ba, October 20 nagland na sila. First question is, kung sa may natabo between October 20 and October 23? Nga nung October 23 pa man, nagsugod ang Battle of Leyte Gulf. Di ba, ma'am?
Yes.
Makapangutan na taan na, ma'am? Do you
Yes.
agree?
Yes.
Now, that's a
I
big
agree.
question. Because if manotice ninyo, the Japanese were looking kung asa mulan si General Douglas MacArthur. So what the Allied forces did is between October 20 and October 23, they created their versionary landings or mga fake landings ba?
So, na-scam sila.
I-scam nila ang mga Japanese. In modern day language, we call it, i-scam nila ang mga Japanese. So we had, ato pa na time na na-scam, ma'am. Ato pa na time na na-scam. But this one is a good scam.
Yeah.
Kaya ilahang di-divert ang mga Japanese forces sa Luzon. They created diversionary landings in Luzon and diversionary landings in Mindanao. That's why between October 20 and October 23, we had the Battle of Sibuyan. Those were diversionary battles so that pag aritiri sa mga Hapon, weekend na sila. Dili na kakusgan ba? Dili na kinakusgan.
Yeah, sure.
That's why, kung mapansin niyo, 23 to 26, that's only 3 days. By 25th, actually, almost done na sila. Pero kaya kami ng buto-buto. Nag-declare si MacArthur, 26 na the Battle of Leyte Gulf is over. Pero, do not be misconstrued na even kung, dali, so, ang gana siya na kamikaze or harakiri, di rin na siya na-develop sa Battle of Leyte Gulf. Because the Japanese has noticed na ang Allied forces mga barko, magkapagtapad man sila. Doon kaayo, kung kay tagas pa ng ilang mga armaments, ang ilang mga artilleries, dili nila mapabutahan ang mga airplanes sa Japan. So ilang i-crash land, aron madamage ang barko. Karon, na-notice na sa Allied forces, immediately ilang gibuhat ang mga barko. Napagkan ng ilang mga airplanes, napuro tinuon ng airplanes. Pero, the most important part of that story is that ang kamikaze strategy was developed in the Battle of Leyte Gulf as a strategy of the Japanese against the Allied in their last attempt na ma-turn around ba ang Battle of Leyte Gulf, which did not work apparently. Alright?
Pariya na sa ka ng mga 10
Yes.
911 na po.
If you were,
Yes.
you went home after the war alive and you were a kamikaze pilot,
Wala na.
you were a disgrace.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So, honor. So, that is why, mas may pamamatay ka na.
Yes. That's why they have developed that strategy with us here. Making the Battle of Leyte Gulf also one of the most important parts of our history in terms of World War II.
Oh, nilip.
Alright? So much for history. Ato naman punta sa hindi masyado history, ma'am.
Ari ka dahil po sa kuhan sa ang ganito.
Yes, ma'am. Hindi masyado history. Ganahan ka, alam, ma'am.
Ang dili dakit na sir, mo na ni siya ang daghan kaayo to memorial tours na may tabo.
Yes.
Sa Japanese markets
Sa Japanese, correct. That's also a good point. We have a lot of sentimental journeys because of the Japanese. Because, as Sir mentioned earlier, sa Japanese belief system, manggod na sila na they would honor their ancestors.
Yes.
So they would come here to locate kung asa namamatay ilang mga ancestors,
Correct.
making for a sentimental journey for us here in Eastern Visayas.
Yes.
Good point, ma'am. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Moving forward from the historical, ato namang punta sa ingon ni Lord Rivera na ang chismis kade, ang chismis before history na to karon. Agree mo ni Lord Rivera, ma'am?
Marites na
Understand? Alright.
Waray siya ha, is a waray.
Yes, Lord Rivera is a waray. Alright. Mag-agree man or dili, let's discuss kung ano man dyan. Gusto yung naasa late. Ano ganahan man dyan si General Douglas MacArthur nung ba?
Alright.
Okay.
Sana ni.
Pumino siya kayo si Ma'am.
Ready na kami. Data mo siya lang.
Disclaimer, as I've mentioned, dili ni siya part sa atong official history. These are oral narratives from our people here in the city of Tacloban. Now, some more official na side of this story is that si General Douglas MacArthur, before pa siya naging part sa US military, nanay General Douglas MacArthur before him, which is his father, General Arthur MacArthur. General Arthur MacArthur was also stationed in the island of Leyte for a very, very long period of time. Hence, for that period, na-introduce na si General Douglas MacArthur, bata pa siya, sa island of Leyte and to the people. Doon sa cathedral, maputo na tulad ng kwentuhan. Pero okay lang, kay mamino pa man mo in the after part sa cathedral, okay? To be continued. Alright, so kato siya na part na introduce na si General Douglas MacArthur, ilan na siya og mga pila kabuok ng mga waray ato na time. Then, first assignment ko niya, upon graduation from the Military Academy of the US, let's cut, kuya. Cut sa kadiri, open our windows, ladies and gentlemen.
Potong kecil. Oh, may ayuda. Ako ba kayo? Buti, grabe ka buti. Ang prominent na memony siya. Actually, and guiding inom, mo inom ka. Inom, inom siya tubig, inom siya buko.
Madam, basta ganahan ka ng laing drinks. Dili na naman. Kuha lang kuhan. Ice kalamansi.
Wala yung kanyang puta na kasi ganang flying green.
Wala yung kay Miss Kong biyak pa. Oh, doon. Dili na doon. Ay, opportunity na lang na siya. Kung kay upat.
Upat na ni kami. Bulalu. Bulalu.
I like that.
Yeah.
Bulalo lagi.
Atay ko nila dari bulalu. At ako dito kutsero.
Hindi, order mo kila ka. Everything mo kila man. Ay, lagi lang sila. Gaduha. Gaduha. Oh, manapat ako.
Kutsero ko sa dito.
Ah, sakto na na. Gaduha sa